Hi everyone and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how I budget my paycheck down to the last penny on paper, step by step. Real numbers, real bills, and the exact method I use every single week so I'm always in control of my money. Alright guys, so welcome back. My name is Lori for those of you who are new, and I'm the owner of the Stylish Budgets over on Etsy. And today we're going to be getting into my weekly paycheck budgeting. So we're going to break down my paycheck for the week of September, the last week in September. And this is my paycheck spread. So what I've done here is written out everything that is due by paycheck. So this paycheck is the 25th, and we're going to be paying self-loan. No, we're not going to be paying medicine this week. I've already paid that. So we're going to be paying self-loan, Apple Prime, and YouTube Premium. So these are the bills that I'm comfortable with sharing on camera. And this is what we're going to be doing, because what used to happen was I used to live paycheck to paycheck. So I'd pay some small bills and then I'd spend a little. And then when my rent hit, I was scrambling. So this is not a quick fix. This is the fix for me. This is weekly zero-based budgeting. So every dollar from my paycheck gets an assignment. So we're going to turn here to our weekly paycheck budgeting tracker, and we're going to write down September 4. So this is the last week in September. Can you believe it, guys? We're already in the last week in September. What happened to the month? My goodness. We're going to put down our income, and then I'm going to also put down Etsy and rollover, because I have some rollover from last week, and I have $50 from last week, and then Etsy I have $210, and then my income is $360. Now this is not my complete income. This is what is left over from when I pay my bills and I do my grocery and my other big bills, all the bills that are taken out automatically. So these are the ones that are not taken out automatically. I prefer to pay these personally, so I don't have these taken out automatically. These are manual. So we're going to take 360 plus 210 plus 50, and that is going to be what we work with for this week. Now, normally I don't write down my goals, but my goal is to contribute to 3 to 6 month savings, and also to contribute to travel, because I decided that I'm going to take a cruise in December, and I need the money. I need to bulk up the money, so that's why I'm contributing to travel. So each week, like I said, we start with the weekly paycheck. We write our numbers down. If you have any rollover or any other income, every single piece of income that you have is written down here on your paycheck tracker, so that you know where all your money is coming from. That's important. So let's see, we're going to write down our fixed expenses. Now our fixed expenses, like I said previously, was the self-loan. When I was in debt, my credit score tanked. So I am currently taking steps to increase my credit score. so that I can eventually buy a condo. Now, I'm a little bit of age, so I don't want to buy a house necessarily. I want something that is mine, but I don't want a big house. I don't want that responsibility. I just want like a condo or a townhouse, something small that I can maintain and I can pass on to my nieces and nephews, you know, when I get older or if something happens. So then we have YouTube Premium. That's $7.99. And then we have Prime. That's $2.99. Now, I am a student. So if these numbers look low to you, that's because I'm getting the student rate. I'm currently studying for my master's in social work. So they actually have a student rate. So if any of you out there are students, this will be helpful to you because you can get like Spotify, Hulu, all of the streaming services you can get at a discounted rate if you're a student. So let's take this and add that up. So that's 46. We're going to round up to 47 because we don't deal with change. So then we're going to write our variable expenses. And this is what goes into my, the variable expenses is what goes into my wallet. So we're going to write down gas, coffee, dining out, nails, household, and fun. Now this may be different for you. You might have different things in your wallet. Anything that you're budgeting for the week that's variable, like these items, you can have in your wallet to save so that you don't automatically go to your debit card to take out the money. Because once you go to your debit card, you're not going to really count that. You're going to just say, okay, yeah, I took it off, and you're not going to go back into your checking account to see where your money went. So that's why when you see it on paper, it's a little bit different and you spend your money a little bit more wisely. So gas gets 20, coffee gets 25 because I love coffee, dining out gets 15, nails gets 20, household gets 10, and fun gets 10. So that should be $100. Let's make sure. 20 plus 25 plus 15 plus 20 plus 10 plus 10. Yes, that is $100. So now we have 100 plus 47. That's $147 coming out of our income for this week. So let's subtract 620 from 147 and we have 473. So $473 we have that we can put towards either debt or savings. Now right now I don't have any debt, so I'm going to put this towards savings, and we're going to put $100 in savings. And this is for my low budgeters, my low income budgeters. So any amount that you have extra that you can put into savings, I would say put it. You know, I'm not a financial advisor, but I do know that the more money that you put into savings over time, you get interest, especially if you have a high yield savings account. So the more money you put in there, the more interest that you earn, and you can actually live off of the interest over time if you have a high enough balance. So we are going to take 473 from, what am I doing? What am I doing, guys? If you have trouble doing math sometimes, write it down in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you have trouble with the math. 373. So $373 we have that is going towards sinking funds. Okay, so we have $373 that we can put towards sinking funds. So let's come over here to our sinking funds. Now, I just want to say I'm not perfect. There are items or things in this book that I would really like to fill out, like my not my savings tracker, my spending tracker, because I could be a little bit more mindful about my expenses. So even though I have plenty of receipts that I could write down here, but I haven't written them down because just lack of motivation. So that's why I do these videos, so that I can keep myself accountable and keep track of all of the things that I should be keeping track of, even though sometimes I don't. And this just means that I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. None of us are perfect. So if you forget, or if you just lack the motivation like myself sometimes, that's okay. All you have to do is just keep going. Just keep going. So let's go to our, wherever it is, our sinking funds. Here it is. Okay. So let's come to our sinking funds. And we are always going to start off with a P.O. box. Let me just put wallet here before I forget, because last week I forgot to put wallet and I was wondering why the amounts look so low. And it's because I forgot my wallet. So P.O. box, we are going to put down, let's put $373 on the calculator so that we can keep track of how much we have. So P.O. box, we're going to put 10. And these amounts I have divided, so the P.O. box I pay every 6 months. So I've divided 6 months into the amount of the P.O. box, and that's how I come up with the amount that I stuff every week. So that's another clue for you. That's another trick. If you have a bill that is due every month, instead of paying the whole lump sum, you can divide it into 4 for 4 weeks of the month, and then take that amount out, and it won't hurt so much, you know, because taking a big lump sum and you're wondering, where the heck can my check go? And that's the reason why. So if you want to take out a little bit over time, a little bit over weeks, you can do that as well. Let's see. So Black Friday is getting $10. Christmas is getting 10. Subscriptions is getting 5. So let's see. 363 minus 10 minus 10. We still have $328. So travel, let's give travel 50. 278. Credit card, let's give it 10. Roth IRA, let's give it 20. Now Roth IRA, I pay when it gets up to 100, I put it into the Roth IRA account, and the maximum that you can get or contribute to per year differs from person to person. But if you're under 50, I think it's 7,000, and if you're over 50, it's like 8,500, something to that effect. You'd have to look that up to be sure, but I know if you're over 50, you can contribute a little bit more to the Roth IRA. So I try my best to contribute a little bit every month, and then I deposit it into my Roth IRA account so that it can start growing. Let's see, car maintenance, we are giving 10. Did I take the 20 off for Roth IRA, or was I busy talking? Guys, if you noticed if I took the 20 off for Roth IRA, write that down in the comments, because I do not remember, and I'm gonna have to go over this and see if I wrote it down or not. So low priority binder, we are putting in hair, 15, hobbies, 10, treat yourself, 10, and that's it for the low priority. Savings challenge, let's do roll the dice like we do every week. So let me get out my savings binder. Give me 1 second. Okay, I have my dice here. So we're just gonna roll the dice and see how much we gonna save this week. 3, okay. I like that number, but let's roll again. 5, okay. So altogether that's 8. So let's write down 3. Let's mark off 3 and 5 for 8. And make sure that that's dry before we put that back. Does anybody have a problem with waiting until it's dry? I don't want to wait till it's dry. I'm so impatient and can't sit with us. It's getting $10, so we didn't take off 8. So let's do 8 minus 10 is 185. Okay, so then the next one is the $1,000 savings, which is going towards my 3 to 6 month worth of expenses, and we are going to do $30. So we're gonna just put $1,000 savings here and put 30. And let's mark off the one that I've already done. Okay, the next is Luckopoly. And let's see, I ended off here last time, so let's see what we get. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get a 6. Wait a minute, did I take off? Let's take that off. So we get a 6, and then let's go one more time. 5. So altogether is 11. No, that's wrong. Hold on. I'm supposed to move. Oh, guys, I'm a hot mess today. I didn't have my coffee. So we got a 6 here. We're supposed to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 9. So that's 15. Just gonna correct that and take 15 off for 140. Coffee lover, we're gonna skip 52 circles. Let's go. And we have a 9. We already did 9, so let's roll again. And we have a 4. Okay, I can accept that. 4 for 52 circles. And we're just gonna color this in really fast and write that down. 52 circles minus 4, 136. Okay, and then the last one is Dice Fortune. And we are going to roll the dice and see which one we can mark off. 3 and a 1. So 3 and a 1 is $10. We can do $10 in Dice Fortune. What was 52 circles? I think it was 4. Yeah, it was 4. Okay, so let's take that off. 126. All right, that's it for the savings challenge binder. Let's see what we're gonna do next. So I think I'm going to go towards my business binder, and my business binder needs supplies. So supplies, we're going to put 20. And then we can do paper and packaging. Or ink subscription, excuse me, ink subscription. We'll put 20 in there. And my voice is getting a little bit hoarse. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Taxes. I did get some orders from Etsy, so we're going to be putting 30% of the taxes. Let's put 86 here so we don't forget. And the taxes, the order was 136, so taxes is times 8.75 equals, no, taxes is what times 8.75%, 1190. Okay, so let's put $12 in taxes, and we had 86 on here, so let's subtract 74. Okay, and then shipping, we're just going to put $10 in shipping. That leaves us with $64. So I think that we can increase some of the ones we have on here. So instead of 10, we're going to be putting 20 into some of these. 20. Christmas, 20. Car maintenance, 20. Credit card, 20. And then hobbies, 5. Treat yourself. You can put another 5 and treat yourself. That gives us 14. And then P.O. Box, we can put 10. And then we can put the $4 in our $1 savings challenge. $1 savings. The $4. Okay? So that would be zero base budget. As you can see, we have nothing left. Everything we have written down has been accounted for. And that is what we're going for, a zero-based budget. So everything has a job. I'm just going to come over here to make sure that all of our numbers are correct. And what we can do now is just write down the denominations to make sure that we have it right so that we can take this to the bank. And I'm going to speed you up for this. All right, so I've written down all the denominations, And let's see what we have. We have 150. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 20s. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 10s. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 5s. And we have 7, 9, and 13 ones. So let's write that down here. 8 times 5 is 40, 130, and 20 times 11 is 220. So let's see how much we have all together. And that is $403. Okay, so that's $403, and that is how much we're going to take to the bank. I'm going to write down my my teller slip and make sure that all of these are correct. So that is going to be it for this video today. I hope this has been helpful to you, and if it has, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.